It's Friday night, time for a SmackDown episode. Otis excited, got a date with Mandy Rose. She is the cutest chick on all the TV shows. But Dolphy was despicable, and Mandy, Jesus Christ, you just made the mistake of your life. A WWE legend is reportedly set for a return on this Monday's Raw. A WWE personality has announced her departure from the company, and future US title plans have reportedly been revealed. We'll get to it in a bit. But first, a WWE superstar who we haven't seen for quite some time made his return to TV last night. Please join me in welcoming back Mike Bennett.
Mike Kanellis.
Mike Kanellis. All right, Mike Kanellis. Mike Kanellis is back. He was in a tag team match teaming with Tony Nese last night, taking on Daivari and Kendrick. Said to be a fantastic match. Great thing, when they came out, it was coming out to the Kanellis theme.
Yeah.
You know that was.
This is the greatest.
And Nese is doing the peck dance.
It's nice to see that his release has gone well, hasn't it?
Alright, I wasn't going to say. You know what? He said all along, Mike has said all along, that all he's wanted to do is wrestle. And I hope this return means that he's going to get a chance to wrestle. I don't think the guy cares where he goes, as long as he's able to actually perform and do what he's very, very good at.
Well, this is the thing. I think everybody slept on him in 205 Live. They had that whole weird angle with him and Maria, which made a lot of sense in the 205 Live universe because you'd see it week in, week out. And it had this huge overarching story with Mike sort of being bullied down into feeling like he was worthless. Maria really pushing for him to get a win, but turning horrible. And then he finally sort of overcame that, and it was all great, but it would just pop up on Raw and everybody would crap on it, and it was just really weird.
And then they sort of gave the whole cucking storyline to Rusev, Bobby, Lana, because apparently
she was like, oh yeah, it's not your baby. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it's high drama stuff.
Yeah.
And then reportedly Vince thought, hey, these guys aren't big enough stars, let's give it to these ones instead. So why even bother? Why even bother starting?
Because Vince loves cooking.
Yeah, well, there were plenty of cucking storylines over the last 6 months or so. It's really, really good to see him back, isn't it? He took to Twitter after this, retweeting a GIF from the match, just saying, I missed you guys. I like the guy a lot. I want the best for Mike Kanellis,
really
truly.
Hope this is the start of something good for him, because, as I said, he's probably the most underrated person on the roster right now, I think.
Oh, big words there.
I think.
Have you heard of a man called Cesaro? No, everyone knows he's
everybody
great.
knows Cesaro, whereas people sleep on Mike Kanellis, so it's...
Yeah. Maria. Next up, we have reports of a big return. That didn't quite work out, did it? Well, it's a big return. The Big Show is apparently coming back on this month. That was awful, wasn't it? That was a really bad start.
He's coming back on this.
Tom, come and help me. So Big Show is reportedly coming back. We've not seen him since January the 13th on Raw, the fist fight and all that, and then he disappeared for a while. So Big Show's coming back. WrestleMania's approaching,
was
maybe.
He face when he left?
He was face. He was baby face.
He's heel now then, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. So he's...
Do you reckon it is just Gorilla, just flip a coin every time he goes up? It's like, you're working heel tonight.
So Super Showdown's coming up. There's a chance he wants that Saudi paycheck, so that you might see something happen there.
Moonsault.
It could be the start of a WrestleMania program, maybe. I don't want to see it personally. I think he's probably got something to plug. Is he plugging a TV special at the moment or something?
I know there's that Netflix series he's doing. That might be close to coming out.
That's probably
because they mentioned the Netflix movie they're doing on SmackDown. Corey Graves mentioned it.
There you go. It's probably that. What's this? Oh, I like that. You know what? I think the guy still has a place on WWE TV. As a part-timer who puts over younger guys, I'd like to see that. And I find the guy consistently entertaining.
I just can't believe he wasn't in the Rumble, because he would have won it.
Yeah, he would. How could you possibly? And all of
it's impossible.
It is. Nobody's ever done it.
No.
Ever.
Every single Rumble he's entered, he's won.
Remember 2004, when he just on his own just went over the top rope and eliminated himself, leaving vacant to win. Why am I doing that joke? Next up, we've been talking a lot about returns in this episode of The News. However, it is now time to say goodbye to a WWE personality, Kathy Kelly, taking to Twitter last night and revealing that she is leaving the company.
Yeah, so as you said, she took to Twitter and she posted the following. Sit down, it's quite a long one. I've typed out and deleted about 20 times over the past few days, still unsure what to write. I've come to the decision to leave WWE, with Sunday's NXT TakeOver being my last day. If you know me, you know that this was more than a job, you know how much I loved it and how difficult this decision was. But sometimes, in order to have room for growth, you have to step away. I'm so thankful for getting to live out a crazy dream the past 4 years. Thank you to the WWE digital team for being a platform that never stifled creativity. Thank you to Stephanie McMahon for being a mentor and inspiration in every way. Thank you to Triple H for heading up the best wrestling show currently on TV and letting me be a part of it. Ooh, shots fired. And thank you to everyone who has supported me, whether it's watching a video I've done or sending a tweet of encouragement. Words cannot begin to express how much it means. I'm not sure yet where my next chapter will take me, but I'm damn excited for it. And I promise that this isn't a goodbye, it's just a see you later.
Aww, I think this is genuinely a tremendous loss for WWE. I think she's so good at her job.
Yeah, I can't quite believe it's happening.
Yeah, she's not been there for that long either.
No, but she just feels like she's such an intrinsic part of the show now.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, she's just great. There's a couple of interesting things here.
Could replace her. That's the thing. It's like
they'll make do and everything. I just really like Kathy Kelly. I think she's class and follows me on Twitter. Hello, Kathy. A couple of interesting things here. I know she worked more closely for sure with Triple H, but she didn't thank Vince McMahon specifically by name.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that she said that it was, where was it, the best wrestling show or whatever. What did she call it there?
She Pew Pew, best wrestling show on TV, I believe. So she's not just shot on the main roster, and it's shot on AEW.
Yeah, it feels like you wouldn't have that as part of your statement if you were going to go elsewhere and do things in wrestling, because you've just said that where you're coming from is the best place, right?
Yeah. So
I think it's unlikely that she'll pop up elsewhere in wrestling. Or maybe she will.
Maybe, I don't know. Like, but it's just one of those things. I can't quite believe it's happened.
Yeah, it's really sad. I'm genuinely a bit sad about it. I hope I assume that she's got something planned here, because I don't think you would leave something like this without have something. Maybe she'll pop up at the XFL too.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's probably been offered a gig elsewhere. She's very good at what she does. So whatever you do next, Kathy Kelly, see ya. Good luck. And finally, some interesting news courtesy of Sports Illustrated regarding the United States title. Now, Andrade is the current champion, of course, but he's been a very naughty boy, and he's away following a wellness policy violation, a suspension. He's been suspended for a bit. So he's away for 30 days. His suspension ends on the 27th, so he's expected to be back that day in Saudi Arabia, because he's part of that gauntlet match for the, what's it called? The Chuwake trophy? The mountain trophy thing?
Massive glass trophy.
Yeah, with AJ, Rusev, Lashley, Rowan, and Truth. So a gauntlet match happening there. It's not for the belt, it's for the trophy. However, the news regards the belt itself, and it's being reported that he's likely to be dropping the title pretty soon. The call was made by Paul Heyman to, following his suspension, keep the title on him, but the plan is when he gets back, he'll be dropping it sooner rather than later, according to these reports anyway. So, I don't know, I really, really like Andrade. Yeah. I hope he's fine. We still don't know specifically what the suspension was for.
I think Hugo Savinovich had said that it was similar to another case that happened recently where it was...
Oh, Primo.
Where it was like...
Dirty Primo.
Not going back like within a time frame. It was like, I think...
Oh, that he didn't actually make the test. It wasn't that his piss...
Yeah, so I think it was what Savinovich had said was that he didn't actually turn up for it. He couldn't actually make it there.
Right.
By default, that's an immediate failure of the wellness policy.
Gotcha.
So
that's a good thing. Yeah. If true, that's certainly a good thing. I'll be sad to see him drop the title, because I think Andrade's class. But
where do you reckon it's going to go?
Well, I think it's probably going to end up on Angel Garza sooner rather than later. Yeah,
I really, really hope.
It's him or Humberto, isn't it?
Catapulted, as Bubba Ray said recently on Twitter. Like he just reminds him and me like so much of Eddie Guerrero. Like it's the way he sells, the way he moves around the ring, everything about him.
The facials, everything. I think he's fantastic.
Even from the first time he popped up in NXT. Like the way he was selling his arse off in that match, and every little near fall.
Captivating, isn't he?
Massive.
Really, really fun to watch.
Yeah.
A lot of talent there. I'd rather see him get it than Humberto Carrillo, and I like Humberto Carrillo, but I'm not as invested.
For days.
He's got one dimple for Dave.
He's got dimples for days.
He's got one, hasn't he? He doesn't have.
Put another one in, it'll be fine.
So we'll keep you updated on that. Obviously, he is scheduled to return, as we say, in Saudi Arabia, and hopefully, he's got a good chance of winning the, what was it even called? I've lost it here. The Chuwake trophy, which will be seen on TV for 1 week and then never seen again.
It looks massive though.
It's a big mountain.
Is it like a thing where he's going to have to carry that down to the ring with him every time, like Shane?
They've got the cash, let's just say that much. Anyway, we will keep you updated on that. Don't forget, we've got an NXT TakeOver Portland stream happening tomorrow night. It's Sam, it's Jack, it's fun. So tune into that. You can set a reminder right now, youtube.com/cultaholic/live. And have a lovely weekend. Yeah. Go on. See you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. You can follow us on Twitter at Cultaholic. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do here at Cultaholic, you can pledge to us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.